Oh, I've been a member of the AMS from the days that I was a student at the University of Wisconsin. I think I joined in 1970. I know I was an undergraduate when I joined up. I quickly recognized it as the premier professional society that I wanted to be part of, and I've remained an active member ever since. Well, I was involved in the weather and forecasting type activities, and I actually organized the conference in 1984 in the Weather and Forecasting Conference. I believe it was down in Florida, and interacted quite nicely with Dick Holgren and Ken Spengler before him on many items. I eventually became the editor, co-chief editor of Weather and Forecasting at the behest of Holgren as they were spinning up that journal as a new journal and trying to attract the operational meteorologists. So I got involved in the AMS through more of a research community, but I then became more involved with the operational community and was very interested in how to get our research into operations and things like that. So I found Weather and Forecasting as a journal a very interesting and productive way of doing that within the society. Well, I think it's gone very well for the whole community. I think the idea of the research community being on one side of the ledger and the operational community being on the other side of the ledger, which is where we were, in fact, in the early 50s, is if not completely gone, it's many of the walls have broken down. We find the research and operational communities working very closely together on major research field programs. And taking observations and forecasts to applications is involving both groups. I actually I credit not only the research community for being interested, but with the modernization of the National Weather Service through the 1980s and 90s into the 2000s timeframe, providing a mechanism and people, the degreed meteorologists that now populate the National Weather Service. It provides a great combination of scientists to work on these exciting issues and take it from research to operations. One of the major strengths is the diversity of the community itself, and this is what's really remarkable about this conference. You have people who are involved in observational issues, engineering issues, top-notch scientists dealing with data assimilation, modeling issues, forecasters, private, public sector, dealing with that whole spectrum from observations through forecast, the back end of the model, derived products, interpreting those products for an incredible array of decision makers now, in practically, all industrial fields, public health, emergency management community. I mean, you just name it. I mentioned public health. I mean, it really amazes me that health vectors, disease vectors, are actually being predicted now based on our models and forecast capabilities. So I see the diversity of this society as being its major strength, and the professionalism in each sector is just a beauty to behold. Well, we are achieving, obviously we've become a group of professionals that people can rely on and trust in terms of the messages we provide. We've sustained a level of professionalism that we can all be proud of, and that's something that we absolutely need to do. One of the themes that we're discussing for the conference that I'll help organize 2 years from now involves extending our observation and predictive capabilities into these more non-traditional areas where decisions are being made, with the realization that what we bring to the table provides an infrastructure to build off of and to move forward. I mean, we see work now being conducted in coastal areas in predicting ecosystem type changes that will involve sciences from biology, chemistry, meteorology, hydrology, oceanography. All these have to come together to take predictions from the classic weather, climate, water to other areas, water quality, the effects on living creatures in that water. So rather than being in a reactive mode, we can be in a proactive mode based on prediction. So how do we take this strength that we bring to the table, almost in certain respects a unique strength, that other disciplines can rely on? So to advance the sciences, to advance the diversity of the society, I think this is a good theme that we can use to move the society forward. I don't believe so. I think, again, if the diversity is the strength, you got to work with that. And not everybody's going to agree on everything, on approaches. People come to the table with their perception or of truly held belief that certain things ought to be done certain ways. But what I've seen in all the meetings that I'm here is that people give and take, in terms of how to approach problems. You see these in the conferences, in the scientific discussions. I think it's a strength we can build on. One of the things, I obviously have a day job, so I still have to focus on that. But I have worked with the Society in a number of ventures and issues over the years, and I've come to realize and recognize, in fact, right from the beginning, the professionalism that the leadership within the Society brings to the table. And I, quite frankly, have to rely on that to be able to move forward. As president-elect and in president next year, I work for the Society. I work for the members. I have to rely on the experts, the staff expertise that's brought to the table in every meeting that I've seen, especially here at this annual meeting. It's just amazing. So that's what I'm just going to make sure that that reliance is solidified, and that's going to help me get me through the day.